welcome to Bestie Hotline.
Bring, bring.
I'm Kate Reeves.
And I'm Gemma Peanut.
And you are you. I don't know your name, but I'm sure it's lovely. You're in your car, you're in your house, you're cleaning, and Gem doesn't like my intros to Bestie Hotline,
It's
and you
okay.
know that.
It's a Friday vibe. It's chaotic. It's end of the week. We are going on tour next week.
Next week,
So
we're going to pack.
We're a bit manic, but that's okay. Lemon Tree is still delemoning.
I know, it doesn't stop, does it? It's like you pluck one and two come to his funeral.
But let's cheers with a little Delemoncello because we're going on tour next week. Revsy.
Delemoncello!
Yeah! All right. We have a write-in.
Of course, because you anonymous bitches will not put your voice to the problem.
Look, we're not judging.
No.
Don't talk them out of sending
No.
in voice notes.
Keep them coming.
100 GP. All right. Our DL says, hey, Gem and Revs, I have never been a bridesmaid. I have plenty of close female friends, have been to tons of weddings, and am married myself. I've even now had 2 friends hint that I was on the short list.
Ew!
But there were various circumstantial reasons as to why I didn't make the cut. I'm approaching 40 and I'm starting to feel extremely down about myself and just plain old embarrassed that I've never had this key experience that every single other person I know has had. It's gotten so bad that I've started to withdraw from my very healthy friendships and friendship groups because I've started to build up a narrative that I'm unwanted.
No.
I can't be the only person alive who's been through this,
No.
even though it feels like I am. Help.
Let me tell you a little secret. It ain't what it's cracked up to be.
Isn't it?
No one really enjoys being a bridesmaid. Like,
Revs-
here's the pitch for
Okay.
bridesmaid.
I'll chime in
You're
after.
my most special friend. I want you to stand next to me on my most important day as I choose my person. Do you want to wear something you look amazing in that you choose? No. Let me choose something that suits my vibe but doesn't suit you, that you have to pay for. I want you to get up real early, spend all day making me feel good, and then have all these duties on a day where you just want to celebrate. It's actually not that good, but I get it. It's an honor. It's an honor. And it is I get the life experience part of it.
Well, there you go. You've argued with yourself in one sentence.
I'm just trying to make her feel better. I don't think she's missed out on like a top tier human experience.
Easy to say from the other side, having been a bridesmaid
100p.
multiple times,
100p.
Revs.
100p.
I don't think you can underestimate the honor part of it. Yes, I agree in terms of the duties of the
Totally.
day. Like sometimes you're in a who wore it better situation with like 5 other
So
people wearing
awkward.
the same dress.
Let's take
You know.
all my best friends and line them up in the same frock just to pit them against each other.
No, it's not.
I know you're not doing that,
Yes.
but that's the result.
Well, it is if you put everyone in the same dress.
Yeah.
I can understand that. But I don't know. I feel for our deal.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. And I understand the like, okay, I'm sorry. Those friends who hinted you were on the short list have got to go on your short list to get rid of friends.
Yeah,
that was inarticulate, but you
No,
got
I
it.
know exactly what
You
you
got
mean.
it.
It's an odd thing to do. And also, I'm very curious as to when our DL was deep in wedding season because, like she said,
Yeah,
she's
approaching
40 now.
40, yeah.
And it's funny that these feelings are now rearing their ugly head and it's bubbled up and caught her off guard that suddenly she's feeling unwanted and she's linking it back to that bridesmaid era or lack of being a bridesmaid era.
Other time this crops up, it's like the MySpace top 7 friends, you know, it comes up a few times in life. The other one is godparents,
Totally.
right? Like who's going to be the godparent and who goes first with the first kid and who, you know, like there's so much politics. It's like middle names dripping in politics.
Or if you have family history names, that's the other one.
and if you only have 2 kids,
Yeah.
that's not even a bridesmaid amount, do you know, of kids to like gift. You know, they're going to have their aunties. I think it's almost a bigger honor to be auntie whatever than to be the godmother, you know?
Is
No?
it?
Well, like, because that means you're like in their life. If they refer to you as Auntie Gem, you're in their life living, doing the thing, you know?
But weddings like honorary godparents, and I say honorary because we're not religious,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, our kids have godparents.
Yep.
I'm a godparent.
Fairy godmother.
Riff on we riff on a nickname. These things are so specific to a time in life. You know, if I think back to my wedding and even the guest list.
Yeah, I know.
Like if I were to get married again tomorrow,
Yeah.
you know, the guest list would alter and change. There are some
It'd be like I reckon you'd keep 20%.
Well, there are some people I can think back on to our wedding who really, really close friends at the time. But honestly, can hand on heart say I haven't seen them in the last 6 to 8 years.
There's people I haven't seen since my wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what happens. And I know lots of people who
Fine.
have stories about picking godparents for their kids and then suddenly they're no longer in each other's lives. It's a
Look.
funny thing that we do. And I'm at this age and stage now, a bit like when I finally gave up drinking because I really sat with myself
Yep.
and quietened the noise.
Yep.
And was like, Jem, know thyself. Like
Yeah.
you're in your 30s now. Let's be really true to who you are. You don't like drinking alcohol. It's kind of the same thing. Like we don't question these things. We just do. Oh, I have a kid. Therefore, I must assign
No, you mustn't.
godparents. Or I'm getting married. I must assign 3 to 6 bridesmaids. I don't know, whatever it is.
And sometimes it's done on the stupidest maths, like, well, my partner's having 5 groomsmen, so I need 5 bridesmaids.
Oh
No,
my
you don't.
God, the balancing out of the
Says
groom's
who?
party. I know, it's
Like,
bizarre.
No, you don't.
And I went to a wedding in the US once where they had 13 bridesmaids and 13 groomsmen, and they were all in the same outfits.
Gross.
Like it was a vibe. I was
It's
like,
culty. It's giving cult.
it was a choice.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Look, unpopular opinion, I think people are too precious about guest lists and choices like this. Too precious.
Yeah, but Revsy, again, you're saying this now with the benefit of hindsight. You're officially 40.
Yeah.
You're older, wiser. You give less fucks.
I know I'm the minority here, but I just think when people go like, oh, I'm not going to invite their partner to my wedding because I don't know them that well and I don't want to like have people that aren't my nearest and dearest at the wedding. I'm like, get over yourself. Who are you? Princess Catherine? Like, it doesn't matter.
Whoa!
Like if you want to celebrate with your nearest and dearest, let them have their nearest. And that's community. That's like, I don't know. I know I'm the minority. Everyone tells me I'm wrong. So I must be the asshole here. But I'm like, everyone's too precious about this stuff.
I wish people lowered their expectations or their entitlement to who they are in someone's lives. I think you've got
Oh,
yeah, I do.
that's a biggie.
I think you kind of have to, you're only going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Like I've got a girlfriend who everyone thinks they're her best friend because she's so lovable and she's that kind of friend who makes you feel like you're the most important person in her life.
Beautiful.
And gosh, her wedding was everyone's humble pie because suddenly everyone was like, oh, she
she's
has
your
like,
best
oh,
friend.
and yours and yours. And
She's just sunshine, human sunshine.
well, she had a tough situation where a lot of people were shocked that they weren't bridesmaids. And like everyone who wants bridesmaids, she had to draw a line in the sand somewhere and have a cutoff.
It's all gross.
She chose to have 4. And I was just like, do people actually care?
It's just not the point of these events or these milestones in life. Is not the point. Getting married should be, look, I had a big wedding. You know, I did all the things. So I'm full of shit. But surely it's about the person, the commitment, and the public display of commitment and love and you know, all those things. Like, it shouldn't be about, let's draw a line in the sand around my top tier friends. That is fucked. What you don't want out of something like a wedding is to hurt people's feelings. It's just gross.
I know, but because of these inbuilt traditions, it
know.
inevitably hurts people. I always try and say to people, look, when you're a bride organizing your own wedding, like you really are agonizing over a lot of decisions, down to what flavor fucking cake you're having, who's on what table sitting next to who. Like no decision is taken lightly. So when it comes to bridesmaids, like I want to speak to our DL. Like, I know it sounds awful to be like, you nearly made the cut, but if I'm going to have a generous take on these friends who hinted that you nearly made the cut, maybe there is a version of this where they're saying that to, it's come out all wrong, but they're saying it to not make you feel bad, which it obviously
they want you to know that
but
you're important to them.
yes,
Yeah.
that's flipping it on its head and putting
Yeah.
the positive spin. And that isn't it weird that we have to like make these decisions? But the reality is you do.
Yeah.
You know, I remember with my wedding, I've got like really dear old best friends in Thailand. I had to make a decision. So I thought it's cleaner if I just go with my school friends,
Yeah.
my besties from school, and then they'll understand. Like I really considered everyone
Has the option to not have bridesmaids.
Of course.
It's an option.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
You know, I think we get very caught up in these things. You also don't have to have a cake if you don't want to spend $1,200 on a wedding cake. You don't have to do a first dance. You don't have to be walked down the aisle. You don't have to wear a veil. These things are all pretend. Can I remind everyone the etymology of bridesmaids? Do we all remember this story?
No.
This is where bridesmaids comes from. And think about this when you're picking your favorite people in the whole world. In the pagan days when weddings started, right? So it's actually a pagan tradition. And the dad was giving his daughter to someone to, I don't know, get property or
Even the symbolism
lambs
of that
or whatever.
being given away.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what it comes
No,
from.
I know, but
So-
it's weird.
So how's this for a tradition? So yeah, the deal's been made. Yep, you can have my daughter. However, there's a little, I don't know, the purge clause here where in between her father's house and the altar, she can be stolen. So they made
Don't tell me they're backup brides.
they're decoys. So they said, we know what we'll do.
What?
We'll dress 4 other chicks in the same dress and we'll send them out as decoys so we can safely get the bride to the altar so the deal can be done. That is what bridesmaids were.
It's cooked.
It's cooked. That's why we all wear the same dress.
And we think we've taken the best part.
We think it's this really romantic, like,
Yeah.
it's my people. Nope, you're decoys. You're witchy decoys in a business deal over sheep. You know?
Ah,
This stuff is all, do you know what a veil represents?
her virginity.
A hymen.
Yeah.
We wear hymens on our heads in Vogue brides. It's all a joke.
Okay, yes, that's what it meant.
Yeah.
But we don't have dowries anymore.
Yeah.
Like a dad isn't walking his daughter down an aisle in 2025 and pulling the hymen off over her head, giving the man permission.
Well, not that you know of, but that's what you're participating in.
I agree, it is, but you know, there's intent.
Yeah.
And then there's I'm just role playing, cosplaying a father of the bride.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's this very different thing.
I know, and these things do evolve and change, and of course, they have meaning. I'm
but
not trying to be like
dismissive.
I'm not. Yeah, I know I'm coming across that way. I just want to you have to look at this stuff just because it has been done this way for a certain amount of time. Doesn't mean we have to. At this age, I would not want to hurt a girlfriend to uphold an old tradition.
Yeah.
That to me is not a good maths, you know? Like if I wanted someone at my wedding, that would be, I want them at my wedding and I don't want anyone's feelings hurt, and that's not what this is about.
Yeah, but you're 40 and you got married
know.
at 26.
I know.
Like, again, the power of hindsight. I
Totally.
mean, we all would do it differently now
Yeah.
if you were to have a second wedding.
I'm doing a very long-winded way to tell our DL that, babe, this doesn't mean shit.
I know.
Like-
I want to delicately say that to her
Yeah.
as well.
Do you know the good mum wasn't one of my bridesmaids? That is outrageous.
Oh, she wasn't.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
And the only reason is because at the time I couldn't draw a neat line because I had like a few friends in that group, the Venn diagram, and I was like, I'm going to hurt people. And I'm like, that is so stupid because if I had some big milestone moment right now, I couldn't do it without the good mum there, you know? Like she's
Yeah.
my person.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, that's just ludicrous.
yeah.
All this to say, who we are at 40 and who we were when we got married and who we will be in 10 years' time will evolve and change. And like, I think it's those daily showing up for each other things that mean so much more.
Absolutely. And I also want to say to our DL, like, look at your friends and who they married and who they had in their bridal party. If they were to get married tomorrow, you don't know what their decisions would
Yeah.
be. Just,
No
I would
bridesmaids.
honestly leave it to the past.
Yeah.
And not bring all of that baggage that she's obviously been carrying with her and throw away beautiful, healthy, meaningful friendships. That's what she said.
Well, and retreating from
Yes.
from life and from friends is like, we don't want that for you, babe. That's never going to.
yeah, she wrote withdrawing from my very healthy friendships and friendship groups because I've built this narrative that I'm unwanted. And
Oh,
I
so
say
nice.
this with so much love, but this is a you problem. And I have to preface it with it because it can come across harsh. But it is.
I would say it's a you and it's a like the system problem.
Sure. Like
I
if you
don't
want to
think
take the onus off you.
Yeah, it's not like the bride or whatever.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever. We're all just, as you said, cosplaying
Yeah.
how to do life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, you could dig into these feelings. They probably come from somewhere else.
That's my
Of
inkling
being unwanted.
as well.
Yeah.
Maybe these weddings are a trigger or a symptom of a deeper problem.
Yeah.
Or deeper feelings
Yeah.
of not feeling wanted. Which, by the way, I don't want to minimize those feelings.
No, and I'm sorry if
They
I've
are,
been dismissive.
yeah, they
of
are
course,
horrible feelings.
awful. The feeling of being left out is one of
Yeah.
the worst.
And it takes you straight back to school years and childhood bullying or feeling left out. Feeling unwanted is horrible, and it can absolutely erode at your self-esteem.
And there's
But
nothing more complicated than female friendships. Like they're
Yes.
very complicated, very twisty, nuanced,
Yeah.
layered relationships, you know?
And, sometimes in my 40s, I have pangs of feelings around female friendship myself. But I just step back and take stock of what I currently have, what I'm grateful for. I look around at my family and how lucky I am to do a job I love. Like there's always other things that you can draw your attention to kind of remind yourself of what's important.
Yeah, I think it's those daily things. If you've got friends that you're in a constant text stream with, the ones that you show up
Yeah.
for when they're sick, the ones who show up for you, that means so much more than wearing the dumb fucking dress.
You are so over weddings.
I'm just over that dress thing. I
The
mean, I know
dress
we're out
thing.
of the era,
Oh,
but
right.
it's so funny. It's funny. The aliens would be like, what's happening? What are they doing in a line in the same dress? That's weird.
I don't know. I love ritual and tradition. I
Same,
love the
same.
spectacle of these things, but I want to make sure that, like, if Rafa or Iggy were to get married one day in the future, I would honestly sit them down, them and their partner, and be like,
Mother-in-law,
Well,
dream mother-in-law.
no, they'll be eye
Oh,
rolling
she's
me.
going to sit us down.
Yeah, they'll be like, fucking your mum needs to shut up, But honestly, I will say, like, have a think about what you really want and
Yeah.
what things mean to you, and question yourself, am I doing this just because I
Yeah.
feel I should? Or
Yeah.
and what does the day mean to you? Because that gets so lost
Yeah.
in the meaning of it all. Like the fact
Yeah.
that you're devoting yourselves to each other and
Yeah.
declaring your love and sharing it amongst loved ones, like all these stupid details about who your bridesmaid is,
It feels like a commitment ceremony for your girlfriends.
which is absurd,
It's
right?
absurd. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Well, I'm sorry if I sounded flip.
I'm sorry
holding
too.
space,
Yeah.
but oh gosh, babe, I just want to remove this from your list of worries.
Yeah. And honestly, I just want to re-highlight, like, don't withdraw from
No.
your beautiful, healthy friendships. Like,
Yeah,
you've worked
move
hard
towards
to
them.
nurture it.
Yeah.
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 I would be really sad if a friend suddenly withdrew and the reason was because she was never a bridesmaid. I'd be devastated
Yeah.
about that. And I would feel terrible if I contributed to those feelings of unwantedness and would want to, like, fix it immediately and go, hey, we're 40, we're friends. Like,
Yeah.
that's so much more important than something that happened potentially 10 years ago. I don't know when Adiel got
Plus,
married.
You're going to make friends that you don't even know yet. That are going to
Yeah.
be like chemistry altering lifelong friends.
It's
like,
cliched, but as they say, the best is yet to come.
I hope so.
We all hope. We love you, DL.
Have a great weekend.
And as always, we'll be back in your ears next week, bright and early on Tuesday, with a regular episode.